one other thing I got from the pantry today was some bananas, which was actually nice. But they're gonna have to be eat in like the next 2 days because they are peak ripeness like now. Tomorrow they're going to be a little overripe. The next day they're going to be okay. And after that, yeah, mush. So yeah, I'm going to be instead of the lemons, I may eat a banana. I don't know. I got a bundle of 6, so you know, if I eat 2 today and 2 tomorrow, and it depending on how they look tomorrow, maybe 2 the next day. But yeah, they're going to have to be. They definitely have to be gotten rid of in the next 3 days, or they're not going to be fit to eat. The only unfortunate thing about bananas is they ripen really fast. That and they bruise so easily. You know, I went to. So here's the thing that this is a pet peeve of mine. So I will often go to great lengths to do 2 things. One is I will be careful about where and how I put bananas in the cart or whatever if I'm shopping or there. I will be careful about how I put the bananas so that I don't put anything on them or put them on anything with kind of rough edges to bruise them or mess with them. So, you know, I will be very careful to try to make them be, you know, they're not squished, they're not bruised, they're not, you know, nothing wrong with them, right? And, you know, whether at the pantry or if I was buying them from a store, either way, same thing. I'm very particular about making sure the bananas are in good shape. So inevitably, so you get there and they bag stuff up, right? And what do? They take the bananas and they stuff them in a bag with some other stuff that's heavy, and then it gets thrown back in the shopping cart. See, so you bring the cart up, and they are bagging the stuff while you're going through getting the bread. So they put the bananas in a bag with something heavy and then put it in the cart and then pack stuff on top of it. And it's like, dude, no, what are you doing? You just squished the bananas. They will now bruise. Because they bruise really easy. Do you not know this? Right? And that ruins them. They do not taste good. They are absolute mush and not fit to eat if you do that. It's not a slight inconvenience. It will actually ruin it and make it not edible. So please don't do that. And then the same thing at the store. You know, I would go to Walmart, go to the curbside pickup, and they'll have put the bananas in with something heavy, and I'll ask them, hey, please bring the, you know, most of the stuff I'd have them put in the trunk of the cart curbside, but I'd ask them to bring the bread and the bananas to the front so I can put them up front. That's to make sure, that way I know stuff doesn't get just thrown on top of them in the trunk and they're smushed, right? Because my bread, I'm the same way with my bread. Please don't squish and smash the bread so that it's not fit to make a sandwich with. You know, you go to pull it out of the thing and it's all flattened down and smushed, and you're like, how do I make a sandwich with this smushed down flat? You know, the bread is only 2 inches from top to bottom because we've set something on it and smushed it. No, that's not fit to do anything with now, except maybe dry out and make croutons or stuffing. You can't make a sandwich out of that. So I am particular with my bread and my bananas. Just because I want them to be usable and edible. And it seems like far too many people just do not care. They are like, bananas, throw cans on it, I don't care. No, you will ruin them. You can't do that. Which makes me wonder, have you not ever eaten a banana? Do you not know what happens if you do that to them? All that to say, yeah, I don't know what possessed them to. See, I almost always would I worked retail. I worked in a store, and there was a point, it's not really a grocery store, but there was a point where we had a small produce stand that got put in. It's like, basically, what it looked like was 4 bookshelves. It was a four-tier bookshelf. This is basically what it amounted to. And we would get a shipment of whatever produce, and we'd put it on it. Typically, it would be 3-pound bag of onions, 2-pound bag of lemons, 3-pound bag of apples, the small little potatoes in the like 1-pound bags, and some bananas. We also handled, bread, stuff like that. So I was always, whenever I worked in retail and I was running the register and bagging the stuff, I would be very careful to bag the bread by itself, bag the bananas by itself, and make sure that those things went on top of absolutely everything else in that cart whenever I would put the things in the cart for them and they would go out the door. Because I wouldn't want my bananas smushed and bruised all to heck and my bread smashed down to flat. So why would I give it to someone else that way? I don't know. Sometimes there's just a lack of people don't care. They're like, I don't care, it's not mine. I ain't worry about it. Get it in there however you can and get on to the next person,